So, I have the shelf, which is one of the essential items in my living area. But ever since I bought it, I never really properly integrated it into the room. I basically just put it in the corner and started adding things in over time. And now we have a situation which I'm not really happy with. In my opinion, it looks a bit disorganized and, like I said, not really properly integrated. So today, we're working on that. Obviously, this is the Billy Bookshelf from IKEA. I think it's a very good, stable piece for any rental apartment. Back when I bought it, I don't think there was the taller version available. So I have the default version, which is roughly 1.90 m, I think. So the first step will be to raise the height of the shelf itself. And I'll explain why a bit later in the video. Think outside, no? Actually not too bad, I guess. Actually it was pretty good. No! I am adding spotlights to each of the shelves for some indirect lighting. And trust me, if you've never done any indirect lighting on shelves or closets, spotlights are probably the easiest way to get started on it, because it just feels right when you see it, and especially in the dark, it makes a huge difference. That looks pretty neat already. I think, like, generally it fits very well into the room. There's just a few things that I do not like so much. You see here is like, you can see the line, obviously. I think it's on the other side as well, but yeah, I mean, it works out. Now I'm just cleaning up a bit and reorganizing the things behind the door. And coming back to the point I mentioned earlier about the height of the shelf, I was actually reading up a bit on it, and it turns out that for my ceiling height, which is roughly 3 meters, the recommended shelf height is anywhere between 2.10 meters to 2.40 meters. I'm on the higher end, so roughly 2.35 meters to 2.40. I really hope it grows a bit more so that more leaves start to hang down. But let's see, and up there I sort of want to keep the white books, because it's sort of like when you come in and you turn left, you look at it, this is what you look at first usually. This one is a bit more organized now. I think it's okay with the bottles in there, it's not too many. My plan was basically to make this slim middle section like the main book area section. So I want to have book, 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 Lego, book, book, plant. That's my idea. I like these books, but they are pretty colorful as well. So I thought, I mean, let's just put them on the bottom. Keeping the solo leveling shelf here. Here's a bit more the neutral books. Lego, Dune, other fiction books. Actually need to sort them vice versa. And then plant up there with 2 books below it. I want to keep this a bit lighter. I want the heavy side in the middle, sort of, with all the books. And then here is probably more for like decor pieces, a few more plants, and yeah, probably some manga that will grow on the bottom eventually. Now I'm placing the remaining books at the bottom of the shelf to bring the weight down a bit. But I will probably get rid of most of these books because I either did not enjoy reading them, or they simply don't fit the color scheme that I want to go with. But then again, I will also acquire new books in the future, so it definitely won't be an empty shelf. Then I'm also trying to place everything in triangles. So either the different Lego pieces across multiple levels or the plants across multiple levels. If you would sort of connect them with an imaginary line, they should form a triangle. And that's what I'm trying to do here. Also with the smaller still images, so like the vases and the candles, always place them in a group of 3, ideally in different shapes or heights to form like a nice aesthetically pleasing
image. This concept overall is very well described in the Interior Design Handbook, so if you want to read more about it, I highly recommend this book. Then I figured I'm missing a bit of indirect lighting towards the bottom of the shelf, so I went back to IKEA and got this donut lamp, which I wanted to have for a longer time now. After placing it into the shelf, I figured it might be a bit too big for the shelf itself. It sticks out at the front a little bit, but then again, that's a problem for another day. For now, it works fine. I just might swap it for something smaller in the future. Connected is everything through the IKEA smart plug, so I can easily turn it off and on with my phone. And then we have it. I think overall I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I think it fits better and it feels more integrated into the overall living area now. Actually, when talking about it now, it feels a bit stupid. I mean, it's a video about a stupid shelf, but I enjoyed it and I do like the process of it. So if you want to follow along and see other things that I might be doing in the future, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching.